Geminis. Hello. Yeah, I've not been around for a while, but I'm just going to pick up where I left off. And I was about to do air signs when I sort of took a bit of a break, kind of for the summer holidays and that, and then I just never got back into it. And yeah. Here now, we're going to have a quick look at past energies, current energies, where these energies might end up. It's a collective reading, take what resonates, leave the rest, you know the drill. General reading, I'm not concentrating on any area of life, we'll see what comes up. It's nice to be back, actually. Right, past for Gemini, please. Oh God, it's freezing in my house. Sideways King of Swords, a Chariot reversed. Oh, this is like a real slowing down or a halting of something. And Seven of Pentacles, yeah. Yeah. Slowing down, stopping, taking stock. Where do we take things from here? Why did I want to change decks? No. Current energies for Gemini. Three of Wands. Reverse Strength. Feels a bit tough for you at the moment, Gemini. There's a slight sense of regret here. Queen of Pentacles, nice. Ten of Wands. Future energy for Gemini, please. Okay. From the Ten of Wands to the Ace, I like it. It does feel tough at the moment, but things are picking up here in the future energies. So you've got to put something down. I don't know what that means. You've got to put something down. Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Overall energy of the reading is, it's this sense of wanting to move forward, but somehow just not being able to find within you the strength to move forward. That's sort of the overall energy of the reading and kind of where you're currently at, but I see you resolving this, so this is good, this is nice, because these, when we dig, we'll find out how you resolve this. So yeah, like I said already, for the past energy, really, it's almost like something has built up and got very intense, and you or another person or another energy at least has gone, stop. We need to turn this Chariot around. It came out reversed. We need to take stock. We need to work out how we grow from here. Let's get underneath that then, shall we? Stop what? Stop what? What's this Chariot reversed all about? What are you stopping? What are you stopping to look at? What needs to be stopped? Page of Swords. Oh. Communication needs to stop. This is taking a break from communication. How do you take stock of things if you're not talking? Tell me more about this Seven of Pentacles. Why are the cards flying out of the place? Ace of Pentacles. This feels unrealistic to me. It's almost like someone wants to take things right back to the beginning. Yeah, no, somebody doesn't want to look at how to evaluate stuff, how to grow things from where you're at. It's more a case of wanting to go back to the start. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like someone doesn't want to do this Seven of Pentacles shit, which can be kind of taxing and hard work. It's like, no, I just want things to be how they were. It feels unrealistic. But it feels like this has led to a breakdown in communication. It feels possibly a little bit sudden in a sense. In a sense. Can it be sudden, but you felt like you... It's almost like you felt it coming, but it also still feels sudden. Whatever. Just the way the Knight of Swords has come out sideways. Hopefully you can relate to that. Current energies. See, this explains the Three of Wands. It does feel like a longing. Let's see what for. A longing what for. But to me... Let's see. I just keep throwing cards, I'm sorry. I don't know where that's gone. It's too dark in... Oh, there it is. Nine of Pentacles. Ah, okay. So the longing is for the Seven of Pentacles to grow into the Nine of Pentacles. Because that's what we were talking about with that Seven of Pentacles card. One person's longing is for the Seven of Pentacles to grow to the Nine of Pentacles, to progress. So take this as it resonates. This might apply to a career thing. Pentacles often does apply to a career thing. You know, this could be a business venture. You've worked on to a certain point with someone, and now it's like, where do we take it from here? but one person seems to be not communicating, or both of you. One person wants to grow it to a Nine of Pentacles. One person's like, oh God, can we just go back? Maybe go back a few steps, or go... But to me it feels more dreamy than that. It feels more sort of caught up in the past. So that's how it's coming through. But anyway, like I say, take it as it resonates. You could apply this to a relationship or whatever. Gemini. So this is that one person's longing is for the Seven of Pentacles to turn into the Nine of Pentacles, for that growth to happen. But I see a split here because there's another person who wants it to go back to the beginning, sort of thing. Right. And we've got this Ten of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles underneath this sort of Seven of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles shit that's going on. It feels too much of a burden for one person to grow this Seven of Pentacles into a Nine of Pentacles. This person just can't take it anymore. This Queen of Pentacles who... how do I put this? I do feel it's this... The person who sort of is a little bit pie in the sky, thinking a little bit just... let's go back to the beginning, who doesn't want to grow this, doesn't want to progress this, whatever that is to you. It feels like they're represented by the Queen of Pentacles, so I'm a bit baffled by that in a sense, because the Queen of Pentacles is great at growing things, that sense of abundance, but it's almost like this strength energy here is attached to this Queen of Pentacles. I don't know if this is you or somebody else. You'll just have to work the energies out as it applies, Gemini. I'm sorry. If I had to say, for most of you, I would say this feels like someone else's energy, but it's like the Queen of Pentacles has lost her strength, has lost her groundedness, because for me, I think that's where the Queen of Pentacles gets her strength from being grounded and sort of realistic. Do I want to say realistic? It's getting dark in here. I might turn the light on. I would say normally a Queen of Pentacles would know how to deal with this Ten of Wands without putting a halt on things. And I do see stuff being halted in the past here. So I'm just going to dig onto this Queen of Pentacles energy, because whether that is you watching or whether that is somebody in your life, I would think that was the type of thing that you would want me to dig under if you were watching this. What is going on with this Queen of Pentacles? Hierophant sideways. See, I feel like the Hierophant in this situation would give the Queen of Pentacles, or whoever this is, would kind of give a sort of structure or blueprint as to how this should be, as to how do I find my strength, how do I deal with this Ten of Wands energy, this weight, this sense of responsibility, do I want to say? It's almost like this Queen of Pentacles figure feels overburdened, and it's like they don't have the tools to deal with that because no one in their life has given them the tools to deal with it. Almost, it's almost like this the way they've grown up, I'm going to say, sort of the culture that they've grown up in, the society that they've grown up in, hasn't given this person the tools to deal with how to grow this from a 7 to a 9, whatever that is. But it's almost like they're on the verge of accepting something in that would help them with this, because this lightning thing, I feel like this is incoming help in some form, whether that's like from the universe or in the form of a person, a mentor or something like that, or even just within themselves, because often with this key it feels like this is your own key. It's like you carry your own key to unlocking yourself, to understanding yourself. So it's almost like through this Queen of Pentacles figure, whether that is you or someone you're relating to, it feels like there might be work happening here on like the tools to deal with this in terms of understanding themselves. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense, Gemini? Shall we dig under this strength card? Because I feel like this could give whoever it is, you, kind of guidance on just working with yourself, kind of like, or being nice to yourself, and understanding of yourself, compassionate towards yourself. Often when the strength comes out in reverse like this, it is that self-compassion that's needed, and it's right in the centre of your read. And it's something new to you with the Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. It's not something you're familiar with doing for yourself, I don't think. Being nice to yourself, basically. It feels like you're maybe not that familiar with that. Anything else on this strength card, please, for Gemini? Anything else on this strength card? There we go. Okay, I think basically that means I've kind of given you what I can give you. Yeah. Shall we look at the future then? Light seers. You're gonna make some headway with all of this, Gemini, because we've got the World. It's kind of like it's like an upward spiral. It's kind of like you started out, I don't know how to explain it, God help me. It's almost like you're kind of just going a bit further on your journey, but for some reason your journey's coming through to me is represented by this kind of upward spiral, and it's like almost like you started here and you're going like round, and you're sort of going to get to here, like kind of where you started but sort of above. Don't know why it's coming through to me like that. I hope it makes some sort of sense, because it feels like you're going to find your spark again. Like this 10 of Wands is resetting to an ace, you know, So this Queen of Pentacles figure, if that's you or someone else, it feels like they're going to find a way to deal with this Ten of Wands sort of heaviness. I think they're going to, it feels like some of the ones are going to be put down. Yeah, it does feel a bit like something's got to give, and the way these have come out, it is like, yeah, in the process of getting to know yourself better, you work out what ones to put down. You work out where there's leeway for you to sort of reclaim your energy or something like that. And part of doing this is feeling more grounded and perhaps feeling more realistic about the likelihood of this growth, I think, as well. I think the Queen of Pentacles, the energy that the Queen of Pentacles can bring to this kind of possibility of growth is, well, really, how realistic is that sort of thing? And it's sort of, in that sense, does feel like a cycle's closing out with the World here, and then a new one begins with, and it's just that sense of that spark, that creativity feels present again, because some ones have been put down. There's pain attached to it. There's no getting away from that, and this has come underneath this. So it's like, for some reason, it pains you to put some of these ones down. Which ones then? Which ones are painful to put down? Let's ask it like that. Yeah, I could have told you for free that was about to come out. So some of this sense of responsibility, of burden, is connected to a relationship, and you know, it probably is this relationship that earlier on in the reading we were discussing, moving from the 7 to the 9. It feels like that's, in some sense, in some ways, where some of the ones are having to be put down, and it's painful. It's painful. I almost feel a bit worried that the Three of Swords is in reverse for you, because I feel that you do need to feel and process this pain before you can get your Ace of Wands, if that makes sense. I don't know if am I along the right lines with that? How could we ask a clarifying question? I'll just pull again and hopefully it'll make sense. I suppose something like the Moon would back up really what I'm saying. Like, we don't want, or the Seven of Swords, we don't want it to be in any illusions about the pain it's causing you. So we've got Justice in reverse and the Eight of Cups now. Okay. So the Eight of Cups is, I should have put my light on, shouldn't I? The Eight of Cups is leaving something behind, i.e. putting down some of those wands. Yeah, I mean, that totally makes sense with what I've already said, so that's confirmation. There's something here with the Justice card about examining the truth, because this is the Sword of Truth here. You're going to get to your Ace of Wands quicker if you allow yourself to sit with the truth of the situation. But it's hard, I get it's hard to see the truth of the situation because it causes pain. I just feel that this Three of Swords energy might be a bit stuck for you, is what I'm trying to get through to you, Gemini. And I don't want you to be stuck with that Three of Swords energy. It needs to, and it needs to move through you. You need to admit it's there. And I think we've ascertained what's making it hard. There's some... You feel like you need to see a truth to be able to, for this pain to move through you. This is a bit of a blockage for this pain moving through you. But what was the truth? How much pain should I be in? It's like you need to know the truth before you know how much pain you should be in. I think that's what it's getting at. So there's a certain lack of clarity here. Perhaps. I don't want 3. Is that it? Is that it? Okay. Queen of Swords in reverse. The Chariot again in reverse goes right back to up there. The 3 of Cups in reverse. You see, when the 3 of Cups is upright and emotions are flowing, and people speak from a place of understanding their own emotions, I think everything's a lot clearer. And I think this is what I think that's been lacking in the turning around of this Chariot. I think a certain freedom of expression of emotions has been lacking, and it feels like this, examining that, is where the pain lies. But it's quite confusing. And there's just an energy here of like cold detachments, which kind of ties in with that lack of 3 of Cups flow. And I feel like it's just making it hard for this pain to move through you. Sorry, I don't... But I mean, it's bloody beautiful when it does. So I don't want to focus on that too much, but then actually that's probably the bit you need help with. That's probably the reason you're here. And I feel like these 2 3s are connected as well with this sort of longing. It's like there's a longing. Yes, there was a longing for the 7 to move to the 9, but I sense a sort of longing for some sort of fluid sharing of emotions that never really happened because the communication wasn't there, because the Chariot turned right round on that communication. Yeah. Can we just maybe give you a bit of something, a bit kind of advicey to leave with though, Geminis, can we? How... Page of Wands again. I didn't even ask my question. The Page of Wands to the 10 of Wands again. In regards to this pain, the Page of Wands feels very connected to the Ace of Wands here. And then we've got the Page again, connecting it to here, to here. It all connects. There's something about the sun. There's something about the sun in the sky here in this 10 of Wands. That's your sun. That's your happiness. That's representative of your happiness. And that's found through closing this cycle out and getting in this Ace of Wands energy of like new spark, new creativity. But you can't do it in a false way. I think the Page feels a bit false here in a weird way. It's just a bit of a warning to you to not do it in a false way whereby your pain is being buried. But it's also saying like to move this pain through you, maybe to sort of actually enter to a certain extent a sort of childlike energy, because pages are that childlike energy. So this pain goes right back to an inner child thing. It goes right back to a childhood wound. That's it. That's it. That's why you can't look at it. Or that's why it's so painful for you to look at. The way that pain was coming through, like the pain is painful to look at, because it takes you right back to a childhood issue. That's why the page came out again. And it's so hard for you to sometimes go there to that childhood issue, because actually this Ten of Wands feels like a sort of automatic shut down. Do I want to say shut down? Just exhaustion. It's like you just enter into this space of exhaustion and tiredness, because that's what your body does. That's what your body does when your nervous system is dysregulated, and then it makes it harder to do that work whereby you can actually see the root of the pain. But I feel like it's come up for a reason, for you to heal it, for you to deal with it, and I absolutely do see you doing that, Gemini, okay? I really hope that reading made sense for you. I am going to leave it there now. It's gotten very dark. My son's going to be home from school soon, and there's cards everywhere. Anyway, yeah, Three of Cups again on the bottom of the deck. I don't know why I just chose to look at that. Three of Cups there. It's not a flow of emotion. The flow of emotion, your flow of emotion, actually, it gets blocked because of something going right back to childhood, and then you lose your spark. So that's how you find your spark, by examining that. Yeah, just to reiterate that. And we've got the repeat cards are ridiculous. You've got that strength reversed. That's 3 times you've had strength out reversed. You have got to be kind to yourself. You have got to be kind to yourself. Compassionate towards yourself, please. Please, Gemini. That's half the trick, I think. 3 times strength in reverse. Yeah, I was meant to see that on the bottom again. Yes, and that was in the middle of your reading as well. So the absolute overarching message, Gemini, is just just be kind to yourself. So easy to say, I know. All right, my loves, I hope that made some sense. Let me know in the comments. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe, like, share, all that jazz. See you later.